6, some Arizona lawmakers want to tell the president, you're not the boss of me.
Yeah, a bill making its way through the state legislature right now would keep Arizona from enforcing executive orders signed by the commander-in-chief.
ABC 15's Elizabeth Irwin has been digging into this bill, and Elizabeth, it is getting some traction.
It actually passed the state house yesterday. Now it moves on to the Senate. But is it really legal to ignore executive orders? Expert we talked to says nope. President Barack Obama has signed some big executive orders lately, impacting guns, immigration, two issues Arizonans clearly care about. But the approach some lawmakers are taking to keep us from enforcing those rules is a little out there.
The legislature wants to prevent enforcement of executive orders and prevent enforcement of federal agency policy directives.
House Bill 2368 says unless those orders have been voted on by Congress and signed into law, Arizona wouldn't have to follow them. Attorney David Abner says
It's political grandstanding. There's nothing of any substance to this. It's silly.
Well, unfortunately, it's a waste of time, somewhat ridiculous, in fact, very ridiculous.
House Minority Leader Bruce Wheeler voted against the bill. He says the priorities in what gets floor time doesn't match up with what Arizonans really need.
We ought to be addressing education and jobs. Instead, we're addressing these extremist bills.
The kicker? Abner says even if this bill is signed into law, there's no way it would stand up in court.
If our state officials ignore federal law, they run the risk of prosecution by federal authorities.
And your taxpayer dollars would be used to defend the lawsuit. Now, this isn't the only bill like this gaining traction at the State House. Two other sovereignty bills got initial approval in the House today. Representative Bob Thorpe is sponsoring all three, and in committee today he said it's time we start pushing back and reaffirming that it's Congress and the president who should be enacting laws.